What's up guys, my name is Joe and welcome to episode 8 of Budget Breakdown. This is the show where we take a look at hair care brands as a whole and see for the money, are they good, kind of good, or not so good. We got pomade in the hair today for a good reason because we're taking a look at an OG pomade company. Of course, that is Suavecito. Now to give you a bit of an overview, Suavecito started out as a bit of an underground business, but the founders were a small group of guys who were into hair care, and basically they wanted to sell enough product to be able to open up a hot dog stand or a hot dog store, something like that. They ended up selling way more than they expected and a lot faster than they expected, so they were like, screw the hot dog idea, let's make some hair products. Not so long ago, traditional barbershops were actually fading out with the uprise of salons coming in with that more modern and minimalistic approach. That said, due to history repeating itself and the rise of the hipster community, we've seen a strong increase of barbering and barbershops opening up over the past 20 years, and Suavecito made sure to jump on that bandwagon and ride that barber wave. I'm not saying all barbershops cater towards hipsters. I'm just saying I've seen my fair share hipster barbershop. But the rise of traditional barbershops brought back those old school traditional slicked back hairstyles. And as this was happening, Suavecito became infused into the barbering culture. So the story is kind of cool, but what about the products themselves? I'm taking a look at 4 Suavecito products today. So let's go ahead and start with first impressions and packaging. Suavecito has barbershop aesthetics through and through, from the packaging to the scent. Every single product has a signature scent throughout, and it's very sharp and distinguishable. They were clearly going for that traditional barbershop vibe. You're also going to be getting 4 ounces of product for between $11 to $12 on Amazon. Except for this grooming spray right here, this is 8 ounces of product for about the same price. So price to volume quantity, it's a pretty good deal. Not too much money for a decent amount of product. And with that said, let's go ahead and take a look at the OG Suavecito pomade, the one that kicked it all off. That one right here, it's just called pomade. The jar itself doesn't mention much, but the website says that it should have a medium hold and a healthy medium shine. Taking a look under the hood, you can see that it looks like most other traditional water-based pomades, but with some Coca-Cola vibes mixed in there as well. Now, most people know where I stand with traditional water-based pomades. To me, I usually call them glorified gels. But on the website, Suavecito says that this stuff shouldn't flake like most gels do. Now, I haven't used a gel in a long time, but I don't remember gels being flaky, but you know, I haven't used them in a while. Maybe I'm wrong. Scooping it out and breaking it down works just like every traditional water-based pomade out there. It feels like a thick gel, but it doesn't feel as thick as the stronger holding version of the same pomade, which we're getting to in a bit. I'm applying it to damp hair to get that classic look, but if you applied it to dry hair, you'd experience a little bit more tug and also increased hold. Also, don't worry about the bits of my hair sticking up right now. My sides are at a kind of an awkward length, and also my hair's still wet, so it's kind of normal. As for the result, after first combing my hair into place, it's very shiny. The pomade does a decent job of keeping my hair in place, though this should improve as my hair dries down. Now, the real test of a water-based pomade is how it works once your hair dries down. So let's take a look. Once dry, the shine dies down a lot as well, which I actually prefer. I'd say it's a solid medium shine and not overly shiny. The hold does seem to be medium, and for my hair type, that's not enough because, as you can see, my hair has started to split a little instead of staying slicked and locked. Recombing will be a must with this product, and recombing does work well. Moving on to its bigger brother, it's the one that I've got in my hair. It's the stronghold version of the Suavecito pomade. To put it simply, this should act just like the original pomade, but have a stronger hold. And long story short, it does. I switched it up this time though by blow drying my hair first before applying the product on dry hair. I find this method of blow drying first way quicker and easier, so that's what I would recommend going forward for anyone going for like that classic hairstyle. Just blow dry your hair, it's way quicker, come on. Anyway, scoop out, breakdown, and application were all very similar, but the hold was definitely better. I know by applying it on drier hair, you know, it's expected to feel an increased hold, but I noticed that this stuff held my hair in place way better for a longer period of time. So between the Firme version and the original, I'd be going for the Firme one every single time. And third on the list is the Firme Clay, this guy right here. The website says that it should be a natural matte finish with no shine and a strong hold that lasts all day. Spoiler alert, That's not really the case. The breakdown of the product is firm but smooth. However, as you start really emulsifying, it starts to get this oily feeling to it, which is it's a little bit of a concern. Application into the hair was noticeable but smooth due to that oily feeling that occurred after breaking it down. And that brings us to the issue here, that oily feeling. Suavecito's clay really isn't matte finish as advertised. This feels like a pomade lover's clay, which I mean makes sense considering who the products are created for. It just doesn't sit well with me knowing that the clay works fairly differently to how it's meant to. That said, with my longer hair, I need all the help that I can get controlling my poofiness, and a shinier product tends to control my poofiness really well. So I actually don't mind the clay product. It just works differently than advertised. Matte finish, strong hold, it's more like pretty shiny, kind of medium hold. And finally, the grooming spray. This is basically a non-aerosol hairspray, and Suavecito says to either spray this on your hair to get it damp before applying a pomade, or spray this after you've applied your pomade and styled your hair in place, just to kind of stiffen your hairstyle in place and make it last longer. And that's how I personally used it. I sprayed 8 to 10 sprays on top of the original pomade and left it for about 5 minutes. When I came back, my hair definitely felt a little crispier and like the style would last longer. But hairsprays in general aren't my thing because I just don't like that crispy, firm feeling. I'd rather have my hair just feeling, you know, nice and flowy and softer than what hairsprays typically do to my hair. So with all of that said, is Suavecito good, kind of good, or not so good? Drum roll, please. It's kind of good. And I'll tell you why. They've got simple products that produce a reliable result. If you've used it once and you like it, you're gonna be able to use it and like it every single time. But in my opinion, the story and the barbershop cultural connection is what makes the brand cool, more so than the products themselves. There's so many other pomades out there on the market that is just more up to date than what Suavecito offers. That said, there's definitely still a market for traditional water-based pomades, and Suavecito offers solid options in that department. Now let me know if you have any Suavecito experience. Let me know the product you used and what you thought of it down below. Curious to hear your thoughts. As always, what other brands do you want to see on Budget Breakdown? I'm open for business. Bring on the next brand. I'll tear it down for you, give you the lowdown, let you know if it's good, kind of good, or not so good. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see everybody next time.